Okie dokies, ladies and gents. So, game number 4 here between Millenium and Esuba. We will have Adele Scott going to be spawning up into the northern position here as our orange Protoss. He played very nicely against his previous Terran opponent, god damn it. And down to the south, we do have Mr. Esuba's Preddy going to be spawning as our blue Terran. So, indeed, will he be able to put up a fight? Looks like we are on Daybreak, and Daybreak, once again, my favourite map in the map pool right now. In any map pool that does come along. Just such a good map. 1v1 map, very, very nice, big, and oh, it's awesome stuff. So, thrown off slightly by that message in the chat. I'm trying to delete it at the same time as cast. It's all good. But anyway, so let's see what Mr. Preddy is going to go for. Dual Sight, sorry, not Dual Sight. Daybreak is generally a map you will end up seeing kind of players going for 1 gate expands, 1 Rax expands. Again, because it's very, unless you're actually going for some kind of proxy play, say proxy gateways over here or there or whatever. 1 gate expands, 1 Rax expands. Very, very nice indeed. This map, not exactly. Some people in the chat saying this map not good for 1-1-1. You are dead on the money. Unfortunately, very, very difficult to actually crack with a 1-1-1. It can happen. I mean, we've seen it happen many, many a times. But because the reinforcement distances are so long, because the units have to wiggle around to your opponent's base, because of this choke, which can be force fielded off quite nicely, and if you end up trying to separate a little bit of your force up here to try and avert that kind of force fields, it can be a bit annoying sometimes. So, for now though, Adele going to be opening very, very standard here. Nothing crazy on the way just yet for Adele. And interested to see what we're going to be having. I'm assuming that maybe Preddy will go for a 1 Rax expand, but actually now that I see this refinery, maybe not. So he has his options open to him for now. Options indeed. I already have that initial Zealot on the way. Again, that Zealot, very, very important to deny any kind of engineering bays that would go down in your natural. And Preddy, I've seen him from time to time actually put down engineering bays in naturals, so it can happen. So we'll see if it does. Adele may end up tricking his opponent out again, to be honest with you. I mean, he doesn't really necessarily have the Chrono Boost saved up on this Nexus to really kind of go for some super aggressive 4-gate. And 4-gate generally doesn't work too well on this map, again, because you need to get across the map with the initial probe and things like that to be able to really kind of ramp up that aggression. But these watchtowers are generally normally controlled by, say, a Marine or two. Excuse me. I'm having a bit of a hard time breathing, actually, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still ill, but I will still keep casting. As we have Command Center going down for Mr. Preddy. No, 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 no. You can't open the doors if I'm shouting at, like, 10:30. Okay, so Command Center going down, and Factory actually going down here. So Preddy going for a little bit of more of a delayed tech in an accordance to be able to get out this Command Center as quickly as he can do. Zealot tries for a little bit of a poke, and there we go. We have the 1 gate expand going down. So both players going for what we predicted earlier, just going for a bit more of a macro-based style. And again, because the rush distances are so far, because it's very, very difficult to really get things going in terms of aggression on this map. You always do normally see this. For now though, Preddy can get his starport out, so slightly delayed Banshee's going to be coming out here to be able to put on a little bit of pressure against Adele. And that's a very, very nice choice, but Adele, meanwhile, he realizes that this robo facility is so ridiculously important. We'll be getting that observer out very, very fast to be able to see not only what his opponent is doing, but also, you know, if any Cloak Banshees would come along. For now, though, because Preddy has actually seen the robo facility going down, probably will not end up going for Cloak. Would be an unwise decision. But that observer, again, as I said before, because of the fact that Adele saw nothing at this natural and has poked him once again and seen nothing at the natural, and only Marines. So he wants that observer over there very, very quickly to be able to spot what's going on. Right now, what's going through Adele's mind is he's only seen Marines. He's probably thinking 1-1-1 right now. I'll be honest with you. It's not too often you will see command centers in the Terran's base in this situation, especially since you know, Adele wasn't able to get in here, scout any of these gas timings either. So he's playing very, very cautiously right now, and rightly so. You know, you can't get too overzealous, and in this situation, you can't tech up too quickly either. Spreading your tech thin can be very, very bad. So he is just sticking with the Robotech, which is cool. We like to see that. No Twilight Council going down just yet, or Forges. But we do expect to see those quite quickly. And something that Mana has actually been working on. I know there's not a 1-1-1 coming in this game right now, but something Mana has been trying out is a very, very quick armor upgrade when going up against a 1-1-1. And obviously, you know, it can work very, very nicely against Marines if you're going to get good Guardian shield coverage on them as well. But it sort of does dissipate in usefulness if you're going up against, like, very, very crazy amounts of siege tanks. But that generally doesn't happen too much. For now, though, Adele will throw down a few more gateways. Nothing too crazy going on from here. No gas is taken here just yet, though, which is quite interesting. So, looks like he may end up sticking kind of lower tech, as it were. Maybe just the highest tech he's going to be going up to for now is Immortals. Maybe a 4 Immortal push would be very, very strong. Looks like he will be able to pincer in the back here. He does see this, though, with Stalker. Only one Stalker there just right now, though. Really needs to rendezvous with other Stalkers to be able to really get that damage dealt. And there we go, that second Stalker will be able to chase that off for now. And again, no gas is taken here. So this makes me think that Adele is not going to be going for... where is this Immortal going? He's trying to rendezvous with his Observer friend? No, he's just going to go down here and kill off this SCV. Again, not taking these gases makes me think that Adele is going to go for some big, big 2-base push with Immortals. And it can be very, very difficult for Terrans to be able to deal with, unless he's got, like, 4 bunkers or something ridiculous like that down. Right now, Preddy is going for the standard composition, just going for Marines and Marauders. No medevac sound just yet, actually. I'm surprised he hasn't got any medevac sound just yet. And what has he scouted at this point? He's scouted the Robo, a few more gateways actually going down. But this is going to get very, very scary right now. He's Chrono... Ooh, that is some scary Chrono boosting. And he already has his forward pylon in place to be able to deal with this. This is actually looking really, really bad for Preddy. These 2 Immortals... Okay, so if he focuses down these 2 Immortals, that's going to cut down a lot of the DPS. But this is extremely, extremely scary right now. Tons more units pouring out of these barracks as quickly as possibly can do. These Marines need to rendezvous at the front as Adele is setting up a huge, huge... concave here. 2 Immortals have been split ever so slightly. We have more Stalkers going to be coming in. Guardian shields go up. Huge coverage on all of these Zealots. And right now, what can he do if he gets force fields? Fantastic force fields go down. These 2 Immortals doing huge amounts of damage, but at the same time, the Zealots tanking so much as well whilst being able to connect thanks to these great force fields. Preddy is looking in a disastrous situation right now as this lone push is able to rip through. This came so quick thanks to the fact that he didn't take those 2 gas geysers, and GG, ladies and gentlemen, as Adele Scott ties things up with Esuba 2-2. We'll be right back.